Well, welcome back to the channel. Today we're a local walk and we're just coming off the George's playing fields going to Valley Brook, Nantwich, and having a look at Bluebell Wood. So I'm sure it's a walk that most people know, especially if you live in this area. But obviously there's a lot of people watch the channel that are housebound and can't get to see it, and there's a lot of people probably don't even know it. So it's right next to the golf course, and we'll see if we can get across there later, because you used to be able to walk across and nobody really bothered, and then a male Karen was going mad at anybody who walked across his golf course. So it's quite a steep little path here, but you can do it in a wheelchair. We do come to a bend at the bottom. It's quite sort of shaded. Little dog walker. Crazy day. Looking this way, it was absolutely pitch black about 3 minutes ago, and then all of a sudden in 3 minutes the sun's come out and it's got a nice day. Proper autumn leaves everywhere. There's a nice little path here that for years has been blocked, but now that seems to be open, so that takes you onto the right hand side of the brook. You got to go slow here, it says. I've not been for quite a while myself, but a nice little seat. I might need that in a bit. You see the brook, hear the sounds. Then we come to a junction where you can go to Emmerdale Road, or the Rising Sun. So you can go up and you can go down. So we'll go down. You can actually get down to the brook if you've got dogs, because these two dogs have just been down, so it's quite nice and handy that you can go down. The dogs can have a paddle. It's not deep enough to swim unless you've got a very tiny dog. Now we reach the actual woods. I mean, these paths are good if you're disabled or in a wheelchair. A few people about, mostly dog walkers, but still quite peaceful. And you're just following the brook. Right, so we'll get the actual wood. There is a sign that tells you exactly what you can see here, but you certainly want to clean because you cannot read it. All the birds. A nice seat. So we'll go in the actual woods. And it used to be called Bluebell, well I think it's still called Bluebell Wood, but when I took photos for Google Maps I think we struggled to find a single bluebell. Well, all this area used to be wild at one time. Now this wood's surrounded by houses, so it reduces the amount of wildlife because of the noise and disruption coming from the houses. So we've got distinct paths, and we've got some off-piste paths. We'll just have a look down this one. So you can go exploring if you don't break your neck. Very mature. You can see there is quite distinct paths running through it that people have used. There's one going that way and one going this way. It's quite an open area here. So we can go back to the actual main path, having explored what we can see. There's a big pit here, I don't know what's going on with this big pit. But if you want a better time alone, it doesn't seem to actually be many people actually in the wood itself. But if disabled, you'd probably struggle with these paths. Like me, it just fell over. So the actual paths back there, you can see there's quite a few paths. This is the original path. Plenty of acorns. Do you want any acorns? Police car or something in the background. The path comes to the back of the houses. Now originally this was all been fields. So it's quite a thin path, but you know, sort of back of the houses. There used to be a pit down here. Pond, whatever you wanted to call it. I don't know if it's still here. You can see the size of the trees, they're fairly mature trees. I mean, it must be sort of over 20 years when I used to come with the dogs up here. Just have a look round. Well, we've come to where it used to be a pool. And it looks as though it's dried up, because all this is sort of plants that would be in a pool. You can't know if it's decided to rain or if it's the wind blowing the water off the trees, but this used to be a big pool at one time. So you come to a crossroads. If you go left, you go to the housing estate. We go this way, we go back to the main walk. And we come to the end of the path, which takes us back onto the main path with the brook. It was a bit disappointing that there's not seen any wildlife in it. I thought we'd at least see some squirrels, if nothing else. But so I think the fact that there's all these houses has really spoilt it. But still a pleasant walk. If you just wanted a walk, or the dog would love it. Now we're on the left side of the brook. We want to be on the right side, but there's tons and tons of rubbish, all sorts here. We're back to the bridge, which takes us to the right hand side of the brook. We did just want to take a look at the notice board here. This again tells us what should be in there. We certainly want to clean. So willow warblers, song thrushes, robins, nuthatch, chaffinch, kestrel, blue tits, bluebells. So we're led across the bridge. You can have a look at the actual brook. We're back here on the main path. There's a sign there for Nevis Drive. Now if we'd have gone as we come on that little path, that would have taken us up there. So we'll walk on a bit further, because it does eventually end up at Joey the Swan, or you've got the option of going the other way to Nantwich from here if you wanted to walk to Nantwich, the new or newish path on the way to Nantwich. There's another little bridge there that takes you over the brook. That would have taken us if we'd have gone where we've just seen the rubbish. This is further down from the rubbish. It does very often flood, this does. Another little path down for the dog. It looks as though it's been quite well used, because there's a lot of footprints there. Not flowing particularly fast here. We come to this famous sewer pipe. Yeah, so this pipe's been here for years. I used to go and sit on there. It's a nice place to sit and see what's going on. We have got a bit of graffiti going on. 1991. No, 991 is it? And we've got them spikes, so it's not easy to sort of follow the pipe. It's a nice area where you often get quite a lot of wildlife because it's a bit separated from the houses, so they've got a bit of room for the wildlife. I don't know whether we can see that, but there is a plane up there. Another nice spot for the dogs for getting to have a paddle. Really, acorns everywhere. It's ideal for the dogs here. You can see there is a path there, but it's a bit dodgy. You can see it goes and then goes up very steep. And they have had a rope here for swinging on. Yet another bridge. It's quite clear, the brook, because it's not a very bright day, but you can see the bottom of the brook with no problem. Now you do come to another crossroads. Well, if we go there, that takes us to the Rising Sun and onto Nantwich. That takes us to the park, and this takes us to Joey the Swan. You have a nice little seat. So under the brook, if you actually get any fish in there, the thing is it goes under the park. And then there's a drop off at the end of the park, so any small fish could get to the end of the park, go to the drop off and would end up in the brook. So I don't think any big fish would get down there, but there might be some little ones. And it looks as though that's still open. There's a little path here which takes us onto the left side of the brook. Don't particularly get very far with it, but we just have a nosy. So you can get around the other side. So we're back on the main path going to Joey the Swan. Rather spoils it because the paths up to now have been quite good, but this is it is tarmac, but it's hard to tell because there's all the leaves on it. So I think with a wheelchair or whatever you could probably get down here reasonably. And there used to be horses here. I don't know whether there still is. Yeah, there's still horses up there. I don't know whether we can zoom in enough to, yeah, just about to see the horses. Our horse is a little donkey, can't see from this angle. Now the path does split, going that way presumably into the housing estate. Well, we carry on at the bottom and follow the brook to Joey the Swan. Seems a bit quieter down here because you're a bit further away from the houses generally. It does get a bit windy down here, but a reasonable path. And we find the old sewer pipe crosses down here. We're still following the brook. I'm not sure where these join up, because this will be the brook from Joey the Swan, won't it? And the other one was from the park, so whether they both join up from there. We've got this big pipe again, and the sun's come out. And a fair old funny day with the weather. Wild and wicked. It's very windy and very well covered here with trees. The path's very windy here. Well sheltered on a nice summer's day. It'd be nice and cool if you come in with a dog down here. The old sun's coming out. I've got a fence all the way along here because it is quite a drop down to the river, brook, whatever you want to call it. It's a lovely peaceful walk. If you take your dog, you'd love it. Plenty of exploring for the dogs. You just want a bit of peace and quiet. We've now reached the bridge, which indicates we're at Joey the Swan. A squirrel just ran up the tree and I missed it. So this is where we get to Joey the Swan. Seems a bit silly, we've got a gate there where you can just walk here. Cross over for Joey the Swan. We're not going to go to Joey the Swan because we've already done that. And just to show you, there's a car park here for Joey the Swan. So you could park here and walk. We'll just walk down the path on Joey the Swan a little bit. What I was here to have a look at is the poo tree, which is as disgusting as it sounds, but it looks as though it's now stopped because people used to collect the dog poo and then they used to throw it in these trees down the bottom here. Well, we've done the hard bit. Well, they used to be absolutely covered in it at one time, so it looks as though that's now stopped. Well, I am being a naughty boy because I'm walking across the golf course. I don't seem to be anything about, so I might get away with it. But you have actually got to take photos with Google Maps anyway, so. It's a nice little golf course, this. I think Nearly 147 million views of my pictures on Google Maps now. It'd just be interesting to see if anybody comes out shouting at you. Used to come on here a lot and the golfers didn't particularly bother. Or shout 4 before they hit you with a ball, but other than that, but some of the staff were getting a bit stroppy. So far so good. It's a nice place to come because depending on whether the clocks are forwards or backwards, you get a lot of buzzards and birds of prey here. And they usually come about 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So we're a bit in the dip at the moment. Just be interesting to see if anybody can notice the difference in the video, because I'm shooting in 7K. The new camera, Canon R7 mirrorless, that'll take 30 frames a second pictures. There's a bird right at the top there, but it's too far for me to actually zoom in. We just about see it right at the top. There's a couple of golfers over there. We'll just have a spin round so you can see the actual wind's getting up a bit rough. Black as the ace of spades. Nice and sunny. Why they get stroppy about people walking across. It's as long as you're sensible, because you've got to watch where the golfers, and you don't walk in front of the golfer. It's just walking about 100 miles an hour towards you, do you? Other than that, as long as you're sensible. The end of the golf course now, where we can actually go into the park. Again, it's quite good for wildlife because it's such an open area. Apart from the odd golfer, there's nothing to really disturb wildlife. You do get quite a lot of wildlife around here. But his sun's really shining now. Well, we're at the end, and the main question now is, can we actually get out? Because they put a lot of fences up now, so you used to just walk out, but I might be trapped forever. Because there is a path over there where we used to come in. It looks as though we might be able to get out. Otherwise, come and rescue me. Left a rake here. The club up the top there. Yeah, there's a little path there I can get out. So I can't escape. Like being the prisoner, isn't it? Big ball's going to come chasing me in a minute.